Oh, hello. Good to see all of you guys again. Hold on, let me bring my big dildo of a microphone closer. There we go. Alright, so, it's like I said, my YouTube channel is an absolute garbled mess, and I have no idea what I want to do, so I'm always going to do the things that just come to my mind, and you know what? I've got a story for all of you today. Not a creepy one, not me eating anything stupid again, but no, just a regular story. This is the time I was almost arrested, and not the other time I was almost arrested. This was actually closer. So, let's get this started with, it was a warm summer day. Well, it was a warm summer day. I had gone tubing that day for a very long time. So, my sister actually was getting married. This was around a year ago, give or take. And everything went really well. It was great. And afterwards, we went tubing, which was a ton of fun. The day itself was going very, very nicely. And we went back to the camp, and we were going to be staying there for another night. And we'd already been there for a couple of days, almost a week, give or take. And I like camping, don't get me wrong, but I don't exactly want to sleep with spiders anymore, as long as I don't have to. So, Justine and I, we were thinking, well, we're really not that far away from home. It's just a couple of hours. So, we came to the decision that we were actually going to be heading out that night. Okay. Drove back, drove past and said goodbye to my mom, said goodbye to everybody, and we left at around, I think, like 8 p.m., something like that. And we had about 3 hours to drive, and the drive itself was perfectly fine. Nothing crazy happened, at least in the beginning, and through the middle of it. It was actually very nice. I love driving at night. It's a really nice time to actually be about and see animals. So, we're on the freeway, and we're just on our way back to the city that we're going back to. It's not that far away. We can actually see it. And I noticed something. See, the freeway, there were a decent amount of cars on it, but not that many, since it was around 10 p.m., and I see something crossing. And literally, the moment I see it crossing, it's almost too late. There was a fucking deer trying to cross the freeway, just right in front of me. And I was thinking, why wasn't I able to see it? I freaked out, and I almost swerved and got us in an accident in and of itself, but we missed the deer, and we were fine. Everything ended up all right there. So my heart's beating, my face is sweating, and I'm terrified. I'm shaking. And I think everything's fine after that. Everything's cool. Everything's copacetic. So we finally come to the ramp that we're going to be taking to get off and head back down the road that we're heading home to. Take the ramp, and then I just mosey my way around. I just turn in the lane that I usually turn into. And lo and behold, there's a cop right behind me. I didn't think I did anything wrong, so I just kept going until his lights switched on. Oh, that's a bad feeling. I assume you could probably relate. You know how that feeling is. The moment you see a cop behind you and those lights flick on, that's where the anxiety comes from. I'm not terrified of cops myself. I'm terrified of what they're assuming I'm going to be doing. It's always suspicion, and I don't blame them for that, but that's why I'm freaked out about having a cop behind me, because I'm scared that I'm going to do one little thing wrong, and they're going to flip those lights on, and this was one of those times. So, I'm like, God damn it. Alright. I pull over into a Burger King parking lot. Guy comes up to the window, says, "You know what you did wrong, sir?" I said, no, I actually don't. What did I do wrong? So, this is something I didn't know. So when you're coming off of the freeway, I didn't know this. If you're in a one-lane road and you're hopping on to the right side and you have the right-of-way, I thought you could choose either lane to go in if it's a multi-lane road. Apparently not. You have to stick to the right. Didn't realize that. And he also said, "Oh yeah, and your front left headlight is out." I'm like, seriously? I've been driving this entire time with only a single headlight. Makes sense as to why I didn't hit the deer, why I couldn't see the deer. Okay. And he says, "Sir, why are you shaking? Why are your eyes red?" I'm like, "I almost hit a deer, man. I'm terrified." And he said, "Where are you coming from?" I said, "Oh, I just got done tubing today, and I'm probably a little red because of that." And he actually pulls me out of the car, And he says, okay, we're going to be doing a sobriety test on you. I'm like, I didn't do anything, but I'll go with it. That's no problem. So he does that bullshit, and you know what it probably is. They want you to track their finger. They want you to do that shit. And I'm doing it exactly the way that I'm told to. And the guy's like, you're not tracking my finger. You're not tracking my finger right. You're moving your head. I wasn't moving my head. I was tracking his finger the way it was supposed to be done, just with my eyes. And he said, your eyes are really red. Are you sure you're not on anything? I said, I swear to God, officer, I have not done anything today. I have allergies. I've been in the woods for several days. I just want to go home. And I'm glad that I'm able to kind of bring a little bit of a sappiness into it and make myself look to be a bit more victimish, because it worked pretty well for me. It saved my bacon. So, officer says, okay, how far do you have to go? And I'm just going down the road, and that's it. I'm done after that. He looked at me for a couple of seconds, and he said, all right, you're free to go. I'm like, oh my God. Oh my Jesus. Oh, thank you. That night, if I had to go any further than I was going to be going, I would have been absolutely fucked. Or if I were pulled over any earlier for not having a headlight, like if I had a headlight out like that, oh my God. I got so lucky. So lucky we didn't hit a deer. So lucky I wasn't pulled over before that point. So, let this be a reminder to everybody. Make sure that your headlights, they're both actually working. Otherwise, you could be in a really sticky situation real quickly. Anyway, also, a bit of a status update. So my YouTube channel started out as a reaction channel because of Leafy. Well, Leafy's gone. He's completely irrelevant at this point, and I'm still having a struggle figuring out what sort of content I want to make. You see, it's not like as easy as streaming. You don't just go on and you talk to people. It's easy that way, and that's the way I always seem to just look at YouTube. No, what I gotta do is, I think I'm going to go back to the content that I originally started making. And no, I'm not going to make it as cancerous as it was before. I'm going to make it my own. And I'm not going to be bullying anybody. That's not what I want to do. I believe anything that is ever posted has the right to be criticized. Therefore, it will be criticized. So I think as time goes on, I might start moving back into that, into that sort of genre of reacting to videos and then creating my own videos with stories going out and about. So I think I'm finally narrowing it down. I do like doing the creepy stories, and I might do those every now and again, but my channel is now going to mainly start consisting of doing my own stories, doing reactions, and going out into the world, which includes doing urban exploration, which I am actually working on a video right now. I did go to a cool place. I didn't get to explore much, but I'll at least show you what I was able to find there. So, thank you very much for listening, everybody, and please bear with me. I know it's probably all weird because I'm changing everything up, but I'm doing the best that I can, and I really want to make this work. So, if you're able to support me, just leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you want. It would mean a ton. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. It's a pleasure making these videos for you, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Thank you.